Hello. Makeisha here. Kylex bath and body sheets. I'm just unloading and doing. This is my sulfur soap, and I realized my sulfur soap is out. And then the last few orders I had for the year yesterday and the day before was for sulfur soap. If you notice, it is blue. And I put in the blue into the sulfur soap because sulfur soap has a way it turns a nasty brown, yellow something. It's just a nasty color. Probably I shouldn't use the word nasty. And I don't like it. And I started to mix it with the blue, and I like it better that way. So, with that said and done, these are the two batches of that I've done. I always do these hot process. I'm sure you can tell by the texture top of this. I think I'm going to use my little cutter here this morning with this one. Yeah, so I always do these that way. And the blue kind of just helps with the discoloration of it. I also put a lime essential oil in it because sulfur and lime should be a very good combination. The sulfur is good for psoriasis, eczemas, dermatitis, any kind of skin problem. It helps dries it up. But if you're going to use something sulfur for a skin problem, you should be healed and good to go. Although sulfur is something that dries the skin, so this soap I tend to superfat it very high to help with that problem. So as I would superfat the rest of my soap 5%, I will do this at 8 or most 10, which is the full thing. And just to help with the dryness, because you already have a skin problem, you don't want to be extra super dry. Yes, you want to get rid of it, but you don't want to be extra super dry at the same time. So I try to combat that problem with sulfur. The sulfur is nice, it works. If I have a sulfur soap in my bathroom, I don't use it all the time, but like if I'm in the yard and I'm working, I would mix some water in the tub with Savalon and Dettol, and I would bathe with that and the sulfur soap. And that's if I was doing any kind of yard work, any kind of work in the yard where I'm in dirt or oil or anything. Yeah, I make sure and have a nice bath that way. And this smells nice. The lemon in this smells nice. Because if you know sulfur, it has a really, I don't want to use the word nasty, but a really funny odor to it that could turn off people, you know. So try to deal with that. So that's how that looks. Let me get into the next one time. This morning, basically, I'm just going to be cleaning up a lot of the soaps that I've been cutting, that you have been seeing videos on. I didn't clean them. Some of them were a bit soft, so I didn't clean them up one time. So now that they have had a few days on the shelf, 3 days tops is what I might wait. Now that they have had that 3 days, this morning is cleanup day. But you know, as a soaper, you have to make a soap it in that. So I have a female soap that I still need to do, which will be the third one of this year. And I have some pretty names for my soaps right now. So yeah, I did Hearts and Roses, which is actually pixie dust. That's the name of it. It's going to be called pixie dust, and that's one of the women's one. Then we have oh my gosh, Hearts and Roses floral twist. We can that's the other one. I'm trying to remember because I don't have my book in front of me. I like this cotton box. And this sulfur soap as well has the sodium lactate in it. It's a very rich recipe because it's something I've been trying to work on, because sulfur, as I said, 6, 8, could be a bit drying. So it's something I was working on fast recipe wise to don't have it that dry. It works well, but we don't actually want it super drying for the skin. Right. And that's it. So that's all the sulfur soaps. It smells lovely with the lemon. It smells also a bit more like lemongrass. Because they're going to be around the same thing. So that's done. Hold 1 second, let me find the list of names. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I have 16 original bars that I'm bringing forth from last year. 14 of them has been tested by Food and Drugs. So what I'm going to be working on for those 14 now is getting it like into different little stores and that kind of thing, retail wise. Far as the new fragrances, for the women we have Pixie Dust, Blue Jay, Sexy K, and Floral Twist. That's the 4 new female line, and they're going to be coming with body butters and a roll-on perfume to go with them, so that way I can make nice little gift sets. The men's soaps are going to be Outlaw, Deep Woods People, Mustang Heat, and Sexy Him. So that's the 4 soaps for the men, and that's going to be with 4 roll-on colognes for the guys as well, that I'm going to package really nicely with crop paper in a nice little box and so forth and so forth. So that's my 8 new soaps for the one. Well, you know, it's 8 new soaps. That's going to be 8 new roll-on colognes. I didn't have any in the first place, but since August last year I was trying to source bottles and things to do them, which is these little roll-on perfume bottles. Yeah. That one is Outlaw. Yeah, so I was trying to source that at a good price here before I moved forward with that. So I have a lot of new stuff adding to the line. So that's 8 and 8. That's 16 new products already for 2014. And I have a whole new hair care line coming out because my hair care stuff sells really well. So I decided to expand that as well. So I have been super busy. Anyway, thank you guys for watching the cutting of my sulfur soap. Yes, and we have a sulfur spring here where I do get to go get some of the sulfur water. I don't think you're supposed to take it, but I always walk with my water bottle and I get some of it and I mix it down. So you get the pure sulfur soap and sulfur water from the sulfur spring itself, and then you get the sulfur itself in it. Super fatted by 10% to help with the drying of the sulfur. Also, I add a bit of, and this is indigo powder to get the blue, so it would fade into. It's a very natural soap as well. It's not a fragrant soap. And I put lemon extract in it that I, how you call that, infused into some sunflower oil, which is what I used in the recipe, which is smelling super strong because I have that there in and out the sun probably for a whole month before I made this next batch. So this is a really great soap here, especially for people with the skin problems, the psoriasis, the dermatitis, and all of that kind of stuff. So again, thank you guys very much. These can also be found, on my Etsy shop if anyone is interested in getting one of these sulfur soaps shipped to you. You can order from my Etsy shop.